I got my own little context to this question, right? It's important to increase your income, especially as a woman. I'm gonna take the woman part out of it. It's interesting because my wife just sent me this article, right? And it was based on this study that said how much the salary needed to live comfortably in America. And I want to know if y'all actually agree with these numbers. For the average single person to live in this country, they said, and they judged it based off of the 50-30-20 rule, which is 50% of your income should go towards your home, your needs, your transportation. 30% should go towards your entertainment and hobbies, and then 20% should go towards your savings. They said for a single person, they would have to make $96,500 to live comfortably in this country. And then for a family of four, they said you would have to make close to $235,000. Now, when you break those numbers down, they're basically saying for a single person, they would need at least $48,000 to go towards their home, $28,000 in a year per year to go towards entertainment and hobbies, and then $19,000 on savings. And then for a family of four, you're talking about $117,000 going towards your home every year, $70,000 going towards entertainment and hobbies, and then $47,000 going towards your savings and investments. What do y'all think about that?
I think that depends on where you live. In all honesty, if I made $96,000 in Alabama, now for sure that is probably how it is in Atlanta. But if I live somewhere in a small town, in the country, I don't think that is going to be accurate for those people.
Well, those numbers were the average across the country, so that's the average. But obviously, there was other. They said in the top 6 cities for a family of four, you needed close to 300,000, and for a single person, you needed about 117 or some shit like that. So keep in mind that that's the average across the board. So like your dollar buys a dollar.
Did you say 70,000 for entertainment?
Yes.
Hell no.
I don't know who did that.
You know what, sweetie? I could see why they kind of coming up with this, right? Because when you think about it, right, the average person is making just over 50, and there's almost 70% of Americans who live check to check. So that ain't comfortably, right? When you're talking about savings, and most people are going to fail with retirement, especially after the Social Security crash, which is coming. So yeah, I could see why they came up with those calculations. They might have went a little high on the entertainment because that's not necessary, but I guess maybe they're including vacations and stuff like that. So comfortably, where they're not really worried about anything, if we put it on that premise, then those numbers are probably pretty close.
70K for entertainment, bro?
I think they probably were taking into consideration the behavior of this generation. Like, this generation is more likely to travel. They are more likely to do, there are things that we're doing now that maybe, we weren't doing before. So they probably took all those things in consideration.
That's $6,000, almost $6,000 a month on just our wants. I understand the shopping part, but it's kind of high. It's not that necessary, especially like you said. If you move somewhere, I feel like these numbers are for like New York, because that's like a $4,000 a month house payment. But honestly, some places they do pay. In Miami, they pay up there. Depends on what city you're in.
And that's just unnecessary.
That's 70K.
That money be disappearing, because that's around my look. It don't be seeming like that much money when you.
Problem is, they said live comfortably. How much of us budget? Y'all live on y'all budget? Do you want to say y'all budget, or you just do what you want to do? But you try to budget, right? So I think this is like minus budgeting. This is when they say comfortably, that means you're not really worried about executing anything. When you want to do it, you just do it. That's what comfortable is to me. Like when you don't have to worry about pinching or saving or hitting your digital coupons on your ShopRite card. You just do what you want to do comfortably without all that extra work. If you did it like that and you move like that for real, I could see you spending that type of money.
And so
live like in America.
and then the second thing that we're underestimating is the savings. Like we don't save like we should, or better yet, invest like we should. So that's a major part of it too.
I'm
That
not
we don't
The
even
only thing I
we don't
agree with
even
was that
put that into our
19K
equation.
is savings. I think that's the 401k max. If I'm not mistaken, it might be 23,000 right now. I don't know if anybody know the max number.
Huh?
Depends on your age. If you're over 50, you could bang them out for some more.
Yeah, that's the only number I agree with on there. That 401k savings number. Outside of that, nah,
So you
bro.
don't agree with the 48,000 for a single person per year, just on like their home needs?
So a $4,000 a month
48
mortgage. Or, yeah, so it'd be what
total for the
around like 4,200 a month.
No, that's not
So
enough money.
so I no. So with that number, first of all, you don't even get half of that because you're gonna be taxed. Okay, if you have benefits that are coming out of your check, because this is around my I'm talking from experience. That you don't be feeling that. It don't look as great as it sound like it look, right? Unless you cheating the government out there claiming more than you're supposed to claim.
Your wages being garnished?
No, but so first of all, okay. So another thing too is I have a pension plan. So a large chunk of I'm just a loan for a retirement for me is like $600. It's a lot. But we don't give into Social Security. We have our own plan, and they kill. The more money you make, the more you got to put into that plan, right? And so then my health insurance, all those things that come out of the pot. Like I said, I'm getting hit just from taxes. So
Yeah, I get what you're saying because I don't get taxed at all. So I can imagine.
That's life. You living the best life. No taxes.
and they come for you first.
No, he just knows how to lower his tax liability, and that's something that all of us should learn. Start with an LLC, work your way up. I know exactly what
You're a
what
veteran.
you're
That's
talking
why.
about.
I
Actually, I'm
believe.
a veteran.
Yeah.
So
That's a whole nother. Well,
Yeah,
that's
that's
another.
why I
That's
say
another out. That's
yeah.
another out. That helps.
All right, Daryl. I see you've been sitting there waiting patiently.
I've just been listening. I mean, I think money is important. I'm a finance and accounting guy. I'll do accounting. I used to be accountant for a living. But I mean, yeah, money is important. You need it, and it is going to shape your lifestyle. So I know it's for me. My journey definitely when it comes to like getting women and stuff like that. I mean, money or not, I mean, it didn't really matter. I guess maybe for me is what it is. It was what it was. But I mean, it just changed my lifestyle. Like being able to eat better. I really like to eat, go out and eat a lot, but also cook at home. So I like nice furniture, nice things. So I was able to get that. But I mean, it's just about what you really like, about what you want, what your morals, what your values are. I mean, I'm around a lot of executives, C-suite executives, so hearing their perspective around how much money they make, what they can do with their family, how they use their money is a lot different than a lot of the conversations that I have with individuals like myself, come from where I come from. So you hear about billionaires giving their money away just because they don't. It comes with a lot of responsibility. So the more money you have, you can be more secure as far as security is concerned, but you do have to think differently. People kidnapping your children and trying to extort you or like shit like that. So, it's a. I mean, it's just it is a necessity, but it just depends on who you are, what you like, your morals, values. But I'm not going to disagree that you don't need money in life. You definitely do, especially in America. So
There was a study done about I believe it was not appreciation but benefit of life, or let me see. It was a certain number. If I could be off. You know the study I'm talking about, Sweeney? I think it was like 87K that your life at a certain threshold, the more money you made became a hindrance up until a certain point, right? So it was like the difference between do anybody know the study I'm talking about?
There's
It was
a
like
study that talked about after a
it
certain
sound
amount of
right.
money, it no longer matters.
Yeah, what they were saying, like your lifestyle increase is not negligible, or it's not, it's not an accurate increase in lifestyle past a certain point. I mean, when we get into the millions, then it changes. But it was like making after the tax hits, and then after the things that you potentially could buy that you want within reason, you around it, because it was talking about trade-off work-life balance, and they were saying that if you were making, like, I'm just gonna throw a number out because I don't know, I don't got the study offhand, but say you made 100K, the lifestyle that you were able to have is much different than 150K. So if you was killing yourself to make that extra 50K, your lifestyle actually decreased. But I can't think of the study though. None of y'all ever seen this before?
Now, I heard of the study. I can't remember exactly where it came from, but yes, I heard of that.
Okay.
I think one of
Sound
the
like you're talking about diminishing returns, right?
Yeah.
Get to a certain threshold, and the more you go up, the more negative the differentiation in the numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there.
I like
like for
to see
example,
that.
like if I make 500K and working 90 or 100 hours a week, and I don't really get to see my family or hang out with my son or daughter or whatever. Are you saying that, like, is that what you're saying? Like, because it costs me so much to be a billionaire, 100 millionaire or whatever,
You talking
that
about the
that
tax
I,
bracket you come into it. It's a big hit. I think that's what you're
that, is
talking.
that's what I'm asking. Like, is that what you're saying? Like, the more you go up, there's a
It's both
sacrifice
the
you have
things.
to make.
No, it's both of the things y'all said. So it's the time and it is the tax bracket, because I think that you get hit hard enough that you really you hovering still around that. Like Dub will say 70K was the statistic. So he's seen it too. I believe it was 70, but I was trying to adjust for inflation, right? That's why I said like 84K. But I got to find that study so we can dissect it. But essentially it was saying like the difference between the car you buy and the place you stay is not, it's not worth the trade off up until a certain point. So I think after 500K, you'll probably be in a different tax bracket and a different, you know what I'm saying, standard of life. But between that 80 to 200, it was real similar according to the study.
Like you saying, you shouldn't upgrade where you was at originally before you made the money. Is that what you're saying? I'm just trying to understand. Is that
I gotta find a study so I can
okay?
explain it a little bit better.
I think it's like law of diminishing returns. After you eat that like 4 slices of pizza, it don't feel the same thing as the first one. So
That's the first.
it's just going. The more stuff you get, you're not going to get as much pleasure out of it. Is what I took from what you said.
Yeah.
Okay then.
It's like, so basically like if you love sex and you get one woman that's good, but if you got like 10 in there, it's gonna be hell. It's probably gonna be like distasteful at that point. Diminishing returns like that.
Yeah. That does work that way.
Too much cooking.
Yeah, it does work that way.